I used to be super fat, but I lost the weight ever since then. And today we're gonna be watching my 600-pound life and see how they live their life and what can change about it.
And start eating right like I should be doing. But then I wake up and I give in right away.
My 600-pound life features no shortage of insane recipes. And over
God
the past few months,
damn.
we here at Plot Twist have been going over some of the best and worst meals that we've seen on the show.
This can feed my whole family.
Get one of those. No.
Well, with 10 seasons to choose
His
from, we
thighs are
have
bigger than my
wild meals
body.
in unjustifiably large portions. So subscribe if you haven't already for more great
Oh my
content
God.
like this.
So I only get up for limited things, really. The main one being to cook. That's one of my passions.
Julian Valentine weighs over 800
Hold on.
pounds at the start of filming, and it's easy to see why. The man is a self-professed master chef, and cooking is one of the few joys he has in life.
I would have to say that my favorite meal that Julian cooks for me, salmon when he cooks it in butter, and then he makes asparagus next to it and Brussels
You know what I
sprouts.
noticed?
Interestingly
All
enough,
fat
his
people.
wife, Irma, describes her
No, all
favorite
chefs
meal
are
he makes,
fat.
and it
Well,
actually
a lot of
sounds
them are
pretty
fat.
healthy. If he made meals like that, he might not have ever reached his current weight.
He's very good at making meals that taste good. The dynamic right now is that he makes whatever he wants.
Oh my
and
God, he
that's
got a
what we eat.
yacht.
Unfortunately, it's clear that he does not make the healthy food all that often, and Irma even says that they basically eat whatever Julian feels like cooking on that particular day.
I wait until
Oh
around
my
12
God.
o'clock to eat lunch.
Not gonna lie.
Julian feels like cooking on that particular day.
I wait
Oh my God. I couldn't tell if this was your boobs or your stomach. Is that bad?
until around
Oh,
12
it's right
o'clock
here.
to eat lunch, and then I'll snack.
I'm gonna
until
get
dinner.
canceled.
But I feel
I
the
can say this,
best
I
meal
used to
of
be
each
fat.
day is usually the first.
The food itself that Julian makes constitutes a typical breakfast. You know, pancakes, bacon, eggs, that sort of thing. But look at how much food he's actually making. And this is just how he starts his day. Julian also says that he has lunch at noon and keeps snacking from then until dinner.
Everything is such a struggle.
What?
It's just painful to move around right now.
As is the case with most
Oh
stars
my
of this show,
God.
even the most basic of daily tasks can lead
That
to
could have been
extreme
me.
pain and
Oh my
exhaustion,
God.
And David is no exception.
Oh my God,
My
that could have
back
been me.
hurts, my knees hurt, my feet hurt. The only thing that keeps me going is all the food we just bought.
While out and about, you can see how the simple
That's what's gonna
exercise
kill
of
you,
walking
man!
around has completely wore him out, and he needs to make multiple stops throughout the trip.
After being pushed to my limits, I usually need something immediate.
Hi, can I get 2?
How can... That car is lopsided! Look at this! Look at this! I guarantee you he's sitting on the right side.
2 number 4s? And let me get
Oh,
one
never
more
mind. He's sitting on the fucking
double
left. I'm a...
bacon Western cheeseburger.
Tired and in pain, David says that he needs something to help rejuvenate himself and makes a pit
I'm in
stop
pain for
at
the car,
fast food
yo.
joint on the way home.
He barely fit the seat.
I'm scared that
He's
David
almost as big
doesn't
as
have an
Queso.
internal motivation.
At this point, Robin
No
comes
cap.
over and brings a whole smorgasbord of food and drinks just for David. It's typical fast food fare, and it's just the insane portioning that earns it a spot on this list.
Food
Oh, look
is
at my
more than
cans
just a
full.
pleasure. It's my reason for existing. I can't wait for the first bite of something that will make me forget about all the misery of my life.
How many eggs is too many eggs? Trick question. There's no such thing, at least to Dolly.
One good step, if you want to lose weight, remove this big blob of cheese. I'd rather you just eat eggs. You can eat eggs, just remove the cheese. You know how many saturated fat the cheese have?
While cooking breakfast for her and her best friend, Dolly
Are you in a
uses
wheelchair?
15 eggs just for the two of them.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I'll take an Italian cream one too.
I mean, 15 egg. A bodybuilder can eat that.
My mom tries to make me get more fruits and vegetables and meats.
Are you
Later, while at the
balding?
supermarket with Shanine and her mother is clearly dismayed at the food she's buying.
Dolly's food addiction.
Okay, people are fat. They're hungry. You can give them delicious, healthier food. The reason why they're fat is because they're eating a lot of unhealthy food full of fat, sugar, carbs, whatever. You can make what they normally eat just a little bit healthier. Like that woman, she cooked 15 eggs. Fine, you could cook 15 eggs and eat it. Just don't add the cheese. You can add some salt and pepper and it will just be fine.
It's sad.
And that
really
helps a lot.
because
Speaking from a
that's been
farmer,
like my best
former,
friend most of her life.
While her
fatty.
mother is frustrated, she admits that her daughter is battling addiction and that it's truly heartbreaking when you stop and think about it.
At this point in my life, I know that
It's also the mother's fault for.
killing myself with food, and I know that.
Okay, for second stop. Remove desserts. All right, stop eating desserts. Desserts have a lot of sugar in them. Don't eat this. And if you're the mother, you should what's another word for discourage. I'm a stupid. You should discourage this. You should be more strict. You should be more adamant to stopping these types of obesity actions,
My
yo.
worst fear is that I die and my daughter lives on, and she wonders what life could have been like with mom. I will not let that happen to my daughter.
Later on,
You have a
Dolly
daughter?
herself admits that she has a problem, and we all know that the first step to beating addiction is admitting that you have a problem.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mom.
What would you like?
You actually, I was gonna say, you know you're fat if you can balance a water bottle in your stomach. But I think if you're lying down like this, I think everybody can do it, right?
For breakfast, darling.
Ryan, age 31, has been living with his mother
God.
Tammy and her boyfriend Leroy for the past few years. Every morning, Tammy makes Ryan breakfast, and this morning,
That's
Ryan
not-
wants a lot to eat.
Two
Couple
bagels.
breakfast burritos, some sausage and bacon, and a bagel.
Sausage and bacon?
Yeah,
Bagel, cream cheese?
please.
This is a lot of food, but the reason this clip is on the list isn't because of the food itself, but rather the way Ryan describes the process of eating.
When I eat, I never want to stop, and I never feel like I have to. Because I've never really felt like I was full. By the time that I finish the meal that I'm eating,
Another thing, if you want to lose weight, this is something I suffer too. It's fine not to be full. As long as you don't feel hunger, that's already fine. When I was fat, I always eat until I'm super full. That's like a terrible thing. You don't have to be full. Just eat until you're not hungry.
I'm already thinking.
Think about
the
that.
next
You don't have to
meal.
be
Like,
full.
when I'm
Just eat
eating
until you're not
breakfast, I
hungry to
ask my
lose
mom
weight.
what we're having for
God
lunch.
damn, you
Later
are the
on,
size of the
Tammy
beanbag.
brings home some takeout,
Queso's
and you can
bigger,
see
though.
Just how much Ryan eats
Queso
compared to
can
the rest of the family.
But it
Fucking
still
sumo
does
wrestle his
depress me at
ass.
times. The fact that I'm 31 and living with my mom. So I just eat to forget about it and not think about it. But that's what's killing me.
By my count, he's got 3 trays of lasagna and a seemingly endless supply of sauces and or soups, while Tammy and Leroy only have a single container apiece.
First of all, they're eating 2 big containers. He's eating 2. First of all, you guys shouldn't even be whatever. Shouldn't
Coming
even
out of
be
the
eating.
basement is probably the hardest thing I do all day, so I usually only go up once. And then when I go back down, that's it for the day.
After leaving his parents' basement and heading upstairs, Mike begins his day by ordering breakfast. Like a lot of breakfast.
What can I do for you?
I got a pretty big order, so...
Is he
the first
Zoom
one, I'm gonna
calling
get the
in
lumberjack
fucking
slam
food?
pack, one of those ultimate omelets. Order the cinnamon roll pancakes.
Will there be anything else?
The double moons over my hammy sandwich. And then to drink, I want 2 chocolate milks.
If that sounds like a huge order.
You fat bitch. Okay. I'm harsh on these people because I was formerly fat. So the reason why I lost weight because I kept getting bullied because I'm fat. So I think these people should get bullied into losing weight. If encouragement doesn't work, right? Like the other previous people, like their mom probably encouraged them, their stepdad or dad or whatever encouraged them. That shit don't work. You gotta go the opposite scale and bully the fuck out of them until they lose weight.
That's because it is. Take a look at all of it laid out on the counter.
There's so many. Oh my god, look at his thighs. There's
His
so
mother
many.
and father bring him back some Chinese food for
L father, dude. If you're his father, you should be stricter in helping him. You're literally killing him, dude. Look at this sack of bull, dude. This can feed my family.
dinner at the end of the day. As you'd expect from a man that can eat
L
that much
father,
breakfast,
dude.
he has
Be
a
more
little bit
strict.
more for dinner than
You're
his
killing your
parents do.
son like
When it
this.
comes to
This is
food,
pissing me off.
It's my comfort and my addiction.
Most of the entries on this list are about the quality of food being eaten rather than the food itself.
True.
Bianca throws a wrench into that with her dinner plans. But let's start with breakfast.
Got 2 plates.
Some more pancakes left? No, hell no, ain't no more. You ain't getting no more. You slow down. Slow down? Yeah.
For what?
See, this dad was better than the previous one because he is restricting her. He is helping her.
Bianca lives with her boyfriend Ramonte, and the two had weight loss surgery a few years ago. Ramonte was able to keep his weight.
How you have... They both had weight loss surgery, and she's still this fat?
Off. As you can see, it's normal enough breakfast, but that won't be the case for dinner.
Butter bread.
Ramonte is back on the stove making...
Yo, I'm tired of people.
I don't even know what you would call this. He starts by removing garlic bread from the oven and putting it at the bottom of the plate and pouring some spaghetti on top.
This is pissing me off. You guys did weight loss surgery. Why the fuck would you go back to your old ways? You did weight loss surgery to change your life.
Apparently that's dinner. She seems to like it though, as they have 2 very full plates, while her 2 children eat considerably less.
There isn't a moment where I'm not craving something to eat.
They have children. That's a bad way to
make it better.
Okay, I don't know. It might. I don't know if it's a bad way. They can encourage their children not to eat like
you can
that.
see that he's loaded up.
When I'm eating, it's euphoric. It's like this feeling of relief from whatever negative emotion I have.
He looks less fat than the others.
And so
Maybe
even though
he's
a meal
short.
like this will make me really...
What is this? What is this? Is this your ass, your balls, your dick, your fat, your stomach, your thighs? I can't tell. You built like Humpty Dumpty, dude.
Really full? I'll keep eating and eating.
The former theater teacher makes 2 whopping plates loaded with sausage, biscuits, eggs,
I'm
and
so
bacon.
pissed because
Thank you for picking up the food.
they keep saying they
His
want to
wife,
change
Amber,
their
brings
lives.
home
They're
takeout
not
for dinner,
doing
which isn't
any
bad on its own, but
action.
She does talk about how
I know
much
it's
his eating
addiction,
habits disgust
but
her.
like you people around you should help you with the addiction. You will want to change the addiction. You're not doing anything to change it. You're all talk.
When Nathan decided he didn't want to try and lose weight anymore, I told him I was disgusted with what he was doing, and I basically told him he was an embarrassment.
Listening to how he normally eats
W wife. She has this whole entire fucking video. She was the only one that was honest and actually helping him change his life.
Easily enough to justify a spot on this list. Well, that's all we have.
That's crazy. If you want to change a life from being fat, you gotta go actually do it. This whole entire video, I don't even see any of them going to the gym. They're not changing it. They're talking and bullshitting. They're not doing it. Holy shit, man. It pisses me off because I was fat and I changed it. Like, do it.
I always wish that there was just a pill that she could take and that she wouldn't, have this horrible addiction.
I mean, they don't have a pill, they have Ozempic.
Get to where I won't end up eating to where it kills me.
Hello and welcome back to Plot Twist. Today we're taking a deep dive into the lives of these individuals who have made food the center of their universe and how that started to affect everything in their lives, from their relationships to their health. From snack binges to mega-sized meals, we're breaking down the calorie counts and examining just how these eating habits have spiraled out of control. So, if you're ready for more astonishing insights into the struggles of...
You know what I noticed? If they're spending so much money on food, Ozempic is actually worth it. Because Ozempic will help them lose weight, live a longer life, and they can probably save money on food because they're spending so much money on food. Like, they're 600 pounds. They're eating a lot.
I have to face the reality.
Is this your balls? Oh my god. Will I get banned? Oh no, that's his leg.
So big now I can hardly move.
Oh my god.
I can't do on my own. Yes, scooch to the edge of my bed, go to the bathroom.
Yo, he's built like a beanbag.
I can get up, but I can only walk a few
Yo,
steps.
queso simulator. Holy shit.
So I just stay here in this bed no matter what. I can't do anything for myself anymore.
Sean has gotten so big, I can't handle cleaning him on my own anymore. And it's really important that he
Ew! What is that?
Sores real easily.
Sean is 26 years old, and even at such a young age, he just doesn't see the point in living anymore, and it's all because of his weight.
He's 26?
Okay, we're almost done. 2 seconds.
Imagine your mother have to wipe your ass at 26.
Okay. All right, you should be good.
Oh my god. Yo, yo.
All I want
Yo.
is out. And I never really thought my life would end up like this.
He's completely dependent on other people for everything, and it's not easy on anyone. But his body just can't handle his weight, leaving Sean with no choice.
For me,
Can you get surgery or take Ozempic?
I keep snacks under my
Stop eating! Eat fruits!
covers just to make sure I have something nearby.
Yo, I'm gonna...
Sean has no appetite control.
Then it's your fault. You're not helping him.
Caramel sundaes.
Oh my god, you're in a
To deal with all
wheelchair.
this stress, Sean likes to use food as a coping mechanism, and it's starting to become a huge problem at this point. The
No
man
shit.
snacks all day with small gaps, and his large bags of chips
Yo.
are 1,200 to 50 calories each. Add them all up, and Sean probably consumes about 8,000 calories.
Take them
in snacks
away!
alone.
He has very little in life to really look forward to. So my
You don't want to
coming
make
home
food
with
the
something
only thing they look
is a
forward to.
very big event for him.
Food has kind of become my comfort. Kind of like a child with their blankie.
They're making it so easy for him to get food. Oh my god.
I know food.
What is this on his stomach? What is this?
Food is there.
Not to mention all the other unhealthy meals he consumes daily.
The addiction that I now have is killing me. And I know I'm almost out of time.
You're not doing
but I
anything to
can't
save your
stop
life.
eating.
Here you see Sean eating a large fast food meal, which adds another 2,000 calories to his day. But the fast food adventures don't end there. For dinner, Sean has pizza, but not just a couple of slices, because he happily helps himself to an entire pepperoni pie that has at least 1,500 calories.
I'm
Holy
killing myself
shit.
more and more each day. I need to lose weight just so I can live. I have no other options. If I don't, I'm dead.
Then, Sean grabs another one because one large pizza just isn't enough to satisfy his hunger. Adding another 1,500 calories to the mix, and no matter how self-aware he is about his unhealthy eating habits, the man just can't help himself. Overall, it's evident that Sean consumes about 12,000 calories every single day, which just isn't a sustainable way to live.
Can't they just
When I wake up
replace
in the
her
morning,
like this
the
chips
first
to
thing I
fruits
do is
and
I thank
healthier
God that my
food?
body didn't give out during the night. Because my health is so bad now, I never know when my body's gonna hit its limit. And it's only
Better than the
getting
last guy, to be
worse.
honest.
If I were to slip and fall in the bathtub, I could easily break
Oh my
bones,
god, I just got,
and then would
I
not
almost
be
got
able to get out
flashed.
of the
Oh my
bathroom.
god.
Maya is a 33-year-old woman weighing over 600 pounds, and her weight has now started to control her life in unimaginable ways.
Soon, I'm gonna
At
get
least
so
she
big,
can walk.
I'm gonna be bedridden. And I know the only way to prevent that is to stop eating like I do. And
True, but you could also exercise.
I'm ashamed about how much I eat. With Christian, he doesn't know when I go to get food because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands.
Every day is a battle for Maya, who has
He
to rely
knows,
on her
bro.
boyfriend for the smallest of tasks.
Yo, W man, at least like he's still
In a
there.
way I can't even describe.
Wait, let me ask you guys. If your significant other, or yeah, significant other is like this, would you still stay with him? I feel like a lot of us wouldn't, and some of us would.
There's nothing in my life that can even come close to matching it. And I'm worried about what Christian would think of me if he knew how much I actually ate. So I just try to hide it and go out on my own.
In fact, Maya is so embarrassed of her love for food that she tries to hide it from her boyfriend as much as she can.
Oh nah,
First
this is a
thing was
huge
always the
problem.
most important one.
Can I get 2
Oh,
sausage
nah.
burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
Maya doesn't even try to be healthy with her meals. Just her breakfast is enough to...
Yo, that's what pisses me off. You want to lose weight, but you don't try, and then you blame it on like your mental illness. That's a you problem, bro. Like, it's not hard
Feed
to
about
lose weight
4
if you
people.
really, really
It's
want
incredible.
to. It's
But it
literally
feels like
life
my
or
meal
death.
is gone in a second. So I move on to the next things I'm craving.
All
How
of
is this
that
car
food is
fitting
worth
you?
over 1,500 calories. And that's just the beginning of Maya's day.
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich?
Yo, when I
jalapeno
was
roast
fat,
beef slider,
I literally
and your
tried so hard to lose
ultimate
weight, and I
BLT
did.
sandwich.
But that's not enough to satisfy her hunger.
My life completely revolves around food. When I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get it, how much I'm going to get, it never stops.
You know
Because
what
food
I
has
thought
been
of
the
doing?
only
What if I
reliable
lock myself in a
constant
room
my
and
That's another
have people
1,200
force
calories
me
right there.
healthy
I want to have a
veggies
future
and
with
stuff?
Maya. I want to have children. I want to have a family. But if the weight gets too much and she died in her sleep or had a stroke or heart attack, it'd be devastating to me.
That's
You know,
crazy.
I have to do something now before it gets to be a very bad place for us.
Yo,
Dr.
this
Now may
she's
be
not
my
doing
only
anything.
hope to get any sort of help to try and get my weight under control and save my life before it's too late.
Maya's eating habits and her weight have led to a lot of tension between her and Christian, but her love for food trumps everything.
It's been a week since
That's
I had my first
crazy.
appointment with Dr. Now. Trying to wrap my head around the 100-pound weight loss goal he wants me to lose over the next 2 months. I decided I'm gonna work as hard as I can to lose as much as I'm able. So I'm eating healthy. But it's funny because even though these aren't meals that I'm embarrassed about, I'm still used to eating alone. And I'm wondering how hard it's gonna be to change that.
After seeing the doctor,
What?
Maya started making an active effort to reduce the amount of calories she consumed in a day. But she's still too embarrassed to eat in front of her boyfriend because of how unhealthy her relationship with food has been in the past.
My first thoughts are a combination of disgust.
Oh, I thought
at
that
how
was
my
her
life
out
is
there.
now,
Oh my
and
god.
shocked
Oh
that I
my
was even
god.
able to make it
She was
through
making
another
so good
day,
progress.
Because every minute of it is a struggle now, from the first moment to the last. So I question why God even wakes me up. And it's
my
at the
God.
point where I can't even take care of myself or live on my own anymore. I have to pay one of my friends to be my caregiver and help me do everything.
Joyce weighs over 600 pounds at the age of 44, and she's had enough of the kind of life that she's living right now.
Dawn lives with me and takes care of me.
Oh.
And without her, things would be even worse.
W friend. Even if you get paid for this, some people will never do this. W friend though. And second off, how does she get her money to pay this her friend? It looks like she can barely walk. How could she work?
That's how bad off my body is now.
Oh my gosh, she's carrying her belly fat.
Things have gotten so bad that Joyce has hired one of her friends to live with her full time to take care of her whenever
Oh my
necessary.
God.
And it's safe to say
W
that this is
friend.
not an ideal situation for Joyce.
And Dawn knows I'll be starving at that point, so she always has
W
something
friend.
ready for me to eat. I get so excited that I finally get to eat. It's the moment I've been looking forward to since I finished my last meal the night before. That first bite is the best moment of my day.
But Joyce seems to forget about all her
Best
struggles
moment?
when it's time to eat.
When I'm eating, I think nothing. When I'm sitting there eating, I have no worries about anything. I'm just thinking about how good the food is. And that's my life. I'll sit there in my recliner for the rest of the day. And Dawn will bring me food and I'll eat it until it's time to go back to bed. It's what makes waking up worth it for me now.
Here, you can see that Joyce's breakfast is big enough to feed at least 3 people. Her first meal of the day is loaded with cheese, butter, salt.
First of all, you eat and then go back to bed every single day. No wonder you're fat. Like, I mean, it's hard for her to walk, but like, do something.
And sugar. And
Sit
those are
at
the
least.
last things that
Sit
she needs to be
up
consuming
for
right
a
now.
few
Joyce's
hours.
breakfast is easily
fall
5,000
asleep.
calories,
Oh my
and that's
God.
not how anyone needs to start their day.
Sit at
I
least.
know my family and Dawn are all worried about me too. And they don't think I'm gonna make it much longer. And I know when I
Yo,
do
this
that,
is
my mom's
every
judging me
fat
when I eat
person's
a lot.
nightmare.
But as much as it bothers me, there's part of me where I don't
Like, if
care.
you're 200,
I almost
300
kinda have the
pounds, this is
attitude of,
your
like,
nightmare.
duh, I don't get this big eating small amounts, so why would you expect me to do so? So I just want to say, shut up and give me the food, and then leave if you have a problem with it.
And no matter how hard her loved ones try to get her to eat healthy, they ultimately have to give up in front of Joyce's stubborn nature.
I think Joyce
You're
is
gonna
at the point
die.
now where she knows she really does have to do something. Joyce can't go on much longer like this.
Even if I live past my 45th birthday, something has to change soon because my addiction to food is killing me and it's taking everything. I watch on social media the whole world happening around me and I'm sitting here. And it makes me so sad, but none of my sadness or fear has been enough to make me stop from eating. And I'm at a point now where I just don't know what to do.
You bitch, you fucking idiot! Your mom tried to help you, your family tried to help you, and you said you had something have to change. You literally a sentence ago, when they try to help you, you kicked them out saying, if you don't like what's happening, get the fuck out. And now you say you want to change. Are you out of your mind? Do you not know what you're saying? You want to change, but you're not doing things to change, and you're kicking out the people that try to help you. What?
Every meal Joyce consumes is way too big for her, and it's hard
Oh,
for
I'm
her
getting
family to
lightheaded.
see her act like
Oh my God, I'm
this.
getting lightheaded.
Joyce's dinner is 2 helpings of cheesy,
Oh, I'm
saucy
getting
lasagna
lightheaded.
with bread and potatoes on the side. That meal alone is worth 4,500 calories with all the cheese and carbs that have gone into it. At this rate, Joyce is easily consuming 15,000 calories every single day, which is not the way anyone should be living their life. That's a wrap on this episode. Sean, Maya, and Joyce's stories have been eye-opening revelations about how
Holy
your world
shit.
can spiral, all thanks to an unhealthy relationship with food. The sheer scale of these people's calorie consumption and its impact on their lives is unimaginable at first. But when you get to see
The only woman that I see try to improve herself was this woman that eat in a car. Like, she's the only one that like is working hard to improve her life. The other two say they need change, but they do nothing. They do zero to change their lives. They even kick people out. This woman, she kicked people out that try to help her. How would you expect to change when you don't change it, when you don't actively make the change? What are you talking about? Holy shit, I'm tired of people. When I was fat, I literally like forced myself to change. Like, nobody in the world cares about you more than yourself. She didn't even start changing. Go to the gym or, I mean, she can't walk, but like sit. She literally goes to sleep after she eats, bro. What? We have another crazy meal
Before I got
consumed in
into my 600-pound life,
life.
I always wonder how people can get that big in the first place.
Oh
Well,
my
after
God,
seeing
that's
a
a
few
big-ass
episodes,
plate.
that mystery kind of solved itself. Food addiction is a real thing, and the people on this show have come up with the most wildest ways to eat a meal. We've covered plenty of crazy meals so far, but there's just so much to talk about, we had to make another video. So subscribe if you haven't already for more content just like this. Click that bell,
Was a
and let's
big
dive right
bowl,
into
I'm not
it.
gonna lie.
I can still get up and get around if I have my walk.
Phantom!
And my big job is to cook and make the big meals for the family. So it can be hard, but first thing I do every day is I get up and I cook so I can feed my family.
Isaac begins his day cooking for the family, and the fact he needs a box that big for just eggs should tell you everything you need to know about the portions he makes.
No strangers.
I enjoy the feeling of feeding others. Y'all got here just in time.
Okay, so he's preparing a lot of food, but to be fair, there are a lot of people here. Maybe everyone just eats pretty
True, that's a
hefty
lot of
portions.
people, so.
Isaac's biggest struggles with his weight is being prisoner in his own body. He gets out of breath. So it's like he's a prisoner in his own body, and he struggles with that every day.
Oh, never mind. That is way too many pancakes for just one person, and he's loading each one to the brim with butter before saturating the whole thing in
syrup.
We can see that everyone else in the family is eating about as much food as you should for breakfast, but Isaac is just eating whatever he can get his hands on.
Wait, I mean, that was just a plate though, no? Isn't this just him? So this should be
Whatever
good.
he can get his hands on.
Yeah, you go. Home. Yeah, you finally. All my life is mostly just cooking or eating.
It's pizza for dinner, and
Was
just
that-
like breakfast, the whole family comes together to share the meal.
The
Oh, that's
food
dinner.
is starting to kill me now. And that every bite I take, I get closer to the end of it all. I saw that firsthand recently because I have lymphedema and it got infected.
Wait.
If you thought Isaac's portions were bad in the morning, just wait for this.
Wait, but it's also the family's fault though. The family is not helping him whatsoever. The family literally just all watched him.
Everyone else has already grabbed a few slices, but they just push the table over to Isaac for him to finish the rest.
They're not even
There's
helping
still
him,
a lot
dude.
left.
By the time I was 10, I was already up to over 250. But I never really thought it was a big deal until I turned around 11 or 12 years old.
Crystal and her husband ordered Chinese for their first on-camera meal. Let's see what they ordered.
From 10 to 13, I put on another 100 pounds.
Oh my god. This could feed my family for like 2 days.
I got over
Actually, no. I think a whole
350
day.
pounds by the time I was 13.
Well, that is just a lot of food for what appears to be just the two of them.
I told Mom about the abuse. She didn't really say anything to me to comfort me or anything like that. I was still mad at her then because she was the one who let all of that happen.
That is a whole lot of rice right there, and I can only imagine what that sauce is.
But at least she made sure it stopped. So things got a little better through high school. And over the next 4 years, I put on another 70 pounds.
Add in some egg rolls and chicken.
I'm not gonna lie, this plate is fucking delicious.
And you've got yourself a pretty filling.
But this is a lot, dude. This can fill somebody up right now, but you're gonna add more?
Lunch.
I went and worked at a cab company because it was somewhere that didn't require me to be as active. And
You're fat and you pick a place to work so you don't have to be that active? Shouldn't you find a place to be more
I
active?
did that for around 4 years.
And Crystal's eating more than just the food in her plate. On a few occasions, you can see her stick her fork right into the Tupperwares and grab whatever she desires.
I can't even take care of myself now or provide for my family because I had to stop working because I got too big.
One plate apparently wasn't enough. Well, at least the broccoli was a healthy choice.
What I'm doing to
But what do you mean you can't find jobs? There are online jobs you can get.
Is starting to affect his health because Josh will eat large amounts of food for somebody his age and size. And I know.
You fucked up your son's future. Oh my god, you are ruining your son's future. You literally just said your son is copying you. You have to set an example. You're not just fucking up your own life, you're fucking up your son's life. And potentially for future generations. Bro, if your son's copying you, you need to set an example. If you tell him to stop, he's not gonna stop. He can just look at you.
No, that's because that's how I do it. What he's doing is a learned behavior, and he learned it from me, his mom.
Dinner is next, and the family's teaming up to make enough spaghetti to feed us.
Yo, this spaghetti alone is more than enough for all three of you. Stop making more fucking foods.
Small army. Seriously.
Oh my god, look at her arm fat, yo.
This is a massive bowl, and it's only going to be the three of them eating.
I hate what I'm doing to my family.
You guys are adding garlic breads?
And I don't want to be like this anymore.
Of course, you gotta have the garlic bread too. And that is a lot of thick slices, especially since there's only 3 of them. At most, I could eat is maybe 1 or 2 of those, and there are about 20 slices on that.
This plate can feed 2 meals. You want to help your son? Stop eating this much and go set an example. Go work out. Go do something.
Table. When combined with the pasta, I don't know how a family of 3 could possibly eat that much in one sitting.
And once Alicia helps me get dressed,
all
I want to do is relax and eat. That's what my mission and focus goes to right at that moment when I can go out into the den and start my day with my first meal. And I get really excited about that.
That bed is suffering.
Isn't easy for
this bed, maybe it's the camera work, but it looks like it's tilted.
For someone of Kanae's size, but the thought of food makes it all worth it.
When I have what I like, the pain of my body and all my sorrow are cast aside.
4 corn dogs and looks like what, 6 honey buns? But before when she got out of the bed, she looked like she can walk. You know what you can do to lose weight? Walk. For your size, walking is a lot. So you know what you do? You walk around 2 to 4 blocks. That's it. And it will help you dramatically lose weight for your size. And you're setting, look at this kid. This kid is looking up to you. I'm assuming it's your son. You're setting a horrible example for him.
Okay, corn dogs for breakfast. That's definitely a new one. Having that to kick off your day is gross enough, but she's eating 4 of those bad boys and complimenting them with 4 cinnamon buns.
I constantly have a craving.
You put fucking honey on your corn dog? A corn dog is like 300 to 400 calories. If you eat 4 of them, that's like half of your daily calorie intake. Adding syrup, honey, and a fucking honey bun.
You know, it's this drive in me that I can't control, but I know it's taking over my life to the point of where I can barely get around.
You know what you should do? Go to fat camp. Send yourself to fat camp. It is actually cheaper for you to go to fat camp. It is cheaper, healthier, will get you better in shape than whatever you're doing right now. Go to fat camp.
Oh god, she's putting syrup on it. I'm sorry, but this has to be some type of violation of the Geneva Convention. That is a crime against
This is
nature.
disgusting.
I don't want to stop because I want that joy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You ordered McDonald's?
That food gives me, and I'm losing more of my abilities
You know what else will take your fucking joy? If you look at the fucking mirror. Or if you have your kids, wipe your ass when you're fucking showering because you can't reach.
Single day.
At some point in time, Kanae got her
I'm
one
back.
thing. We see it on the show all the time. But putting syrup on corn dogs and jelly on a sausage biscuit all before 10 a.m. Geez, she belongs in prison.
I just tried.
Okay, wait. When I was fat, I did something like similar. I remember I did put Cheetos and cream cheese. That was so fucking fattening, but it was so good. But I'll never eat that again because it was so
to
fat.
escape my pain and
It was
guilt
not worth
the
it.
only way I knew how to, and that got worse when I was 30.
You're eating more? After eating 4 corn dogs, dip that shit in jam, put honey, put syrup, and then eat a sausage roll, then put more syrup on it, and then you eat some honey buns? You're eating more? Stop! Stop, 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 stop. Whoever's making you these meals are actively killing you. They might as well stab you in the stomach.
35 because I lost my mom on top of all of this.
The family comes together for a chicken dinner, and Kanae shows that her breakfast was a
The family's barely eating, dude. She's eating the whole
pretty
thing.
accurate reflection of her eating habits.
If your mother is living, there's no way for me to explain it to you.
Just look at how much chicken she loads on her plate. Nobody needs that many wings.
So when I lost her, it was the lowest point I'd been in my life.
Put some nacho cheese.
So I just ate to try to lose the pain. And even today, it still hurts. And I'm not.
Okay, when you lose someone, when you go through grief, okay, I get it. So there's two path people generally go when they are in grief. They work themselves and they try to improve, so like to make the people that are that passed away just like a way to grief, or somebody go downhill and just destroy their lives. But she went on a whole new level.
Not gonna.
She is literally killing herself.
Of course, the chicken's not all we got. I also spiced some nacho chips with queso topped over the whole thing, and I'll be the first to admit this isn't as bad as her breakfast, but it's definitely not good for her health.
My whole life revolves around food, and I'm constantly thinking about it, craving it, wanting it. There's not a moment where I'm not hungry.
Melissa, like so many on the show, uses food as a coping mechanism.
And I can't wait to eat because of the joy that it brings me. Food makes me
if food's the only thing that brings you joy, you need to look into something else that brings you joy. You have to go actively discover it.
Feel like I don't have to feel.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'll bite. What are you possibly making? The green mystery liquid is a little offsetting, but I'm sure it'll come out okay, right?
It fulfills that high. The only problem with food is the after effects.
Okay, so we never quite got...
She finished the whole goddamn bowl. Are you serious?
Clarity on what exactly that was, but I'm pretty sure I saw some apple chunks in there, so it might not be the most unhealthy thing in the world.
All the weight gain slowed down when I went back to school, and I wasn't eating as much. But I also tried to stop eating as much, just because I wanted all the things my mom was saying to me to stop.
Later in the day, Melissa makes herself some lasagna, like a lot of it.
My mother was the one who took me to have the abortion, because only my mother knew when I got myself into that situation.
Skipping the plates and eating straight from the aluminum is a...
Girl, stop. I know you have some trauma with the abortion, but like, this is not helping. What are you doing? Get some help. You hate your life, so change it.
Bold choice, but she lives alone.
Oh my god, look at her face. She looked like she got corona or some like deadly disease. Her face is all turning white, dude.
So maybe she's just trying to save some dishes.
Into turning 18, I ended up going back to school, and over the summer, I finished barely and graduated.
Oh, okay. Never mind. She's not saving any leftovers. The aluminum tray is her dinner plate.
Yo.
School, and over the summer,
I want to show you something.
Barely and graduated.
Oh, never mind. She's not saving any leftovers.
Yo. She is barely standing. Her boobs are so big and heavy, she has to put it on the table to give it some rest. Are you serious?
The aluminum tray is her dinner plate.
And when I was 22, I tried to go to college, and it went well at first, you know?
And just like that, it's all gone.
Oh my
Those
god!
trees are industry standard, so I can tell you from experience
or is that her
much
fat
lasagna
rolls?
is
I couldn't
usually
tell.
enough to feed a family of 4, and Melissa just ate it all on her own with no trouble at
How
all.
can she afford this place?
Admit that just walking across the
I don't want to make a joke, but if you have ever played the game Left 4 Dead, you know what I'm thinking of. You know what I'm thinking of. If you've ever played Left 4 Dead.
The apartment to get the food is almost more than I can handle. But instead of thinking about that, I just think about the food I'm about to eat and how full it's about to make me.
The thought of food alone is what powers Samantha to make it from one side of her apartment to the other, so I have to imagine that whatever she's ordering is pretty...
What kind of built is this? Like, I've seen so many different people with like 600 pounds have different builds. Some of them, the fat is on their upper body and like their legs are skinny. Like her leg is big, but the top is thin. You know what I mean? What kind of, is this some one piece build? Why is everybody built like differently?
Pretty damn good.
Food is just so good to me.
She doesn't need a fucking table. She is the table!
So good to me. Food can fill me up.
She is holding up literally half the screen when she's like 6 feet away. Oh my god.
And make me feel the most comfort that I've ever felt.
All right, we've already got 3 sandwiches of some kind, and the bag isn't even
She
empty yet.
is the table. Holy fuck.
It's never enough. And there are days.
Oh my god, she's like a beanbag. I have a blue
All right, now
beanbag
that
just
the
like
food's
that.
unwrapped, it's 3 sausage, egg, and cheese muffins, 3 burritos, what appears to be a cheeseburger, and an order of cookies. You know, typical breakfast stuff in completely moderate portions.
In order to make money, since finding a job was out of the question at my size, I chose fetish modeling for a website that catered to people who liked large women.
She is a fetish modeling? What the fuck is fetish modeling? So she's basically OnlyFans before it became OnlyFans. Oh, she's an OnlyFans for fat people.
So if you've ever watched the show and wonder how these people could afford to eat all that food, Samantha has finally provided an answer for us all.
I eat for people. I just eat what I want, and they pay for it, as long as I film it. So that's how I make a living and keep going, and it makes me feel appreciated, so I'm happy to do it.
Well, hey, not bad work if you can find it, I suppose.
That's crazy. You get paid for eating as a fat person? Oh my god. Oh my god. This might change the game. Huh. Interesting. So apparently these are the times when the 600-pound life patients went out of hand, which is kind of crazy because the patients are over 600 pounds. It can't get more out of hand than that.
Use my legs in a lot of things. Basically everything that involves standing and walking around a lot, Patrick does for me.
Yo, this woman is the best accurate representation of Humpty Dumpty. No cap. She reminded me of Humpty Dumpty immediately.
Involves standing and walking around a lot, Patrick does for me.
Hey,
oh my God.
Welcome to Plot Twist.
Let's skip the intro, bro.
Oftentimes it's right at the beginning, when we first see their desperate need to change, though sometimes things get even worse midway through. In today's video, these types of situations are exactly what we're—
Yo, if you have to be this fat to be escorted through an ambulance— oh wait, let me move this. You need help, gang. Look at this. Your skin is turning brown, man. You're getting the reverse Michael Jackson.
We're going to be talking about.
Jesus.
Here are a few my 600-pound life situations that went out of hand. Before we get started though, make sure to leave a comment down the show. Giveaway.
Thank you.
Already practically confined to the house by her weight and needing help with just about everything, Kirsten's independence is practically non-existent. It's taken such a toll on her mental state that she dreads waking up and describes feeling trapped and miserable in every waking moment. That's gotta suck. Her first time setting foot outside in weeks is an especially intense process, requiring a cane and leaving her out of breath before even reaching the door. Things get worse though when she starts making her way over to the car, as Kirsten is faced with the heartbreaking realization that she can no longer fit into the front seat, and begins crying as her mother tries to squeeze her in.
Yo, that's so embarrassing! Bro, imagine you're so fat you can't fit into an SUV. I thought it was like a sedan or something, dude. Bro, you can't fit in an SUV. Get a truck. Get a truck. Yo, and it's more embarrassing that your mother had to push you in to the freaking car in public. That's so embarrassing. Oh my God, I'm getting flashbacks. Jesus Christ.
Imagine the disappointment and embarrassment of barely being able to fit into your shower, through doors, or into a car. Here's a clip of this very heartbreaking moment.
Walking out to the car should be like 2 seconds, but it takes me like 10 minutes.
She's huffing and puffing. What?
Let me help you with that. You're all right. We'll get you. I can't do it. Okay. You need it back further?
Just shut the door.
Okay. Ready? Okay, put your leg. Can you move over this?
Yo, I don't mean to laugh, but like, if this isn't a wake-up call, you're gone, bro. If you don't realize it's time for you to lose weight, it's too late for you.
Doctor now sets a goal for a 30 to 40 pound loss by Lisa's next visit and sends a nutritionist over to help her along the way. The nutritionist starts to go through the fridge while Lisa side eyes from the bed, and it doesn't take long to find some questionable items. From donuts to pizza rolls to the ice cream and lasagna hiding in the freezer, Lisa claims to be innocent and passes everything off onto her boyfriend Hubert. But it's pretty hard to believe that this.
Yo, I don't know why I couldn't register the name Lisa in my head. I thought this was a guy the entire time.
This entire stash is all of his, or that she's going to be losing those 30 to 40 pounds anytime soon. Well, the offending items do make it to the trash. Lisa's reluctance reveals her dangerous mindset, putting junk food in higher regard than her own health. And it's even more worrying that Hubert continues to enable her by keeping it around, making for an environment that's slowly killing her with thousands of empty calories. Fortunately, the nutritionist sees through Lisa telling her what she wanted to hear, but she's not going to be there to keep a 24-hour watch on the couple's fridge. In the end, it's up to them to re-examine their ways and take being caught hoarding junk as a wake-up call.
True.
All right. So there's pudding and there's pizza rolls.
He's the pizza roll fan.
Let's see. Okay, so who's eating the double cookies and cream and lasagna?
Let me see, because I didn't know Herbert went to the store today.
Okay, Lisa, I can tell you that if Herbert's eating this, you're eating it too.
Erica's last hope is a plane ride away in Houston, Texas, where Dr. Now could approve her for the surgery that she desperately needs to change her life.
Which one is worse? You can't fit in a car or you can't fit in a plane? Like, which one's more embarrassing? I would think car, right? Car, you use it every day and you have to like physically fit yourself in public. Plane, I think you can just keep buying more seats. Just buy the seat in front of you, no?
And while taking the flight may seem like a no-brainer, for someone as drastically overweight as Erica, it's not quite that simple. There's actually a high risk for someone her size traveling at high altitudes, due to the possibility of forming blood clots in her legs, which could lead to serious and even possibly fatal complications. Due to Erica's size, she had to pay triple the cost of a normal plane ride, taking up the entire 3-seat aisle. I can only imagine just how embarrassing that must have been. Here's a clip of this very, very sad and heartbreaking moment.
The doctor told me it's not a good idea to travel without medical care or to fly right now because of my legs and the possibility of blood.
Are you ashy? Or is that like, oh my god, look at her legs. Look at right here. It's like sticking out. What the fuck is this? Yo, what is this? What is wrong with your leg? I can't process what's going on.
Clots.
That's crazy.
They already made me buy a whole aisle of 3 seats because of my size.
Keep going, Erica, pick up.
That alone.
Yo, what if you sit behind this woman? Like, she's leaning back and like you see a whole chair hitting your face, bro. Oh my god.
It's humiliating.
Yo, what if you sit behind her?
While Ashley struggles to retain what independence she can cling on to, she's quickly losing all straps of her ability to do things. As the pounds pile on, more and more household work has fallen on the shoulders of her son Patrick. Many patients on the show unfortunately have children, whose lives become overtaken by taking care of their parents.
Wait, I'm so confused. Like, if you're this fat, can you have children? Like, wouldn't that be like a health hazard? You know, because you have to eat more to grow that pregnant baby. And two, like, did they get most of the patients? Do they get fat before or after they have kids? Like, you shouldn't have kids if you're like this fat, dude. Like, seriously, it is not good for you and traumatizing for your kid.
Not only is Patrick having to grow up far faster than he should, while also taking care of a parent who honestly should be taking care of him, Ashley's guilt isn't her only worry. She also knows he's growing up around her eating habits, and she's afraid he's going to end up like her. Well, if that's the case, then you definitely need to make some changes, or I think your kid would be better off without you. Here's a clip.
But I need help with just about everything else. And most of that falls on my 5-year-old son, Patrick. My son helps me with everything. He's my legs in a lot of things.
Damn.
Basically everything that involves standing and walking around a lot, Patrick does for me. Go get the blue bucket for Mama. We're gonna do some laundry real quick. He has to help me with just about every household chore.
Damn.
Without him, I'd be lost.
I genuinely hope she loses her weight for the sake of her kid, dude. Like, oh my god, that kid would suffer a lot. Like, not just now, like in the future, in middle school, high school. Like, he would have to pick up his mom's food, laundry, bro, and then she can't shower. Oh my god. And he has to provide for her too, probably in the future. Yo, that kid, I genuinely feel bad for that kid. I really hope the mother gets the help she needs. Dead ass, bro.
When this patient gets rushed to the hospital to be met by Dr. Now, it's not because of some unforeseen medical emergency. Just imagine being in Dr. Now's place and seeing the ambulance door slide open just to reveal a whining Stephen Asante asking for a refill on his painkillers yet again. Having developed a dependence and knowing zero boundaries, Stephen came back against Dr. Now's orders, knowing that other hospitals were on watch for him and would send him to jail if he came in asking for meds. And he's about to pay that price.
Wait, why would you get sent to jail for asking for painkillers? That makes no sense. What's the context?
With his insurance being canceled and no more free ambulance rides. And if he keeps up with this kind of behavior, Dr. Now speculates he'll soon be paying with his life.
Wait. Do you know how bad it is if you take so many hospital rides that your insurance cancels it? Dude, do you know how many hospital just to take painkillers? Yo, if this isn't a wake-up call, nothing will, gang. Gang, bro, start losing weight, please.
A clip.
And now he seems to be playing games again. And he knows if he goes to any other hospital, he will go to jail. Because they're all unnoticed that he is abusing the system. Why are you calling abusing the system? Why would I come here?
Well, no, I needed to talk to you. I just needed a refill on my pain medicine.
You're not going to get any refill on pain medication. Take him back. You're hoping you're going to get your pain medicine. I told you, you are not going to get any pain medicine from this point on.
Okay, fine. So send me home.
Wait, I want to know what happened. What happened? He's probably going to come back, gang. Just arrest him. Just arrest him. I think isolation, put him in like a jail cell, actually will cause him to lose weight because he has no dependency on other people.
Next up is James K., whose situation of enablement and denial is one of the most infamous on the show. His tragically enabling wife Lisa has interfered so much with his diet that Dr. Now actually had to call Adult Protective Services to examine this.
That's a thing? Adult Protective Service is a thing? I have never knew this.
Situation. Unfortunately though, as long as James wanted the food, they couldn't do anything. which makes sense. Now, James passes off all of his gaining as due to the dangerous swelling of his leg, while Lisa stands by and claims that it's impossible that he could have gained. After all, by her count, he's supposedly only eating 900 calories a day. Well, Dr. Now isn't standing for any of it, seeing through the couple's lives.
900 calories? Are you serious? You know no human can live that little calories, right? Unless you're like under 100 pounds, dude. What the fuck? Yo, this wife is lying out her ass. Bro, what's worse is that this wife is not helping him. This wife is like trying to kill him right now. Bro, oh my god. What's worse than yourself from stopping, like you stopping yourself from losing weight, is another person stopping you from losing, like achieving your goals to make you healthier. God damn, bro. This woman is killing him.
In denial that Lisa is sneaking him food. Here's a clip of the very harsh lecture that Dr. Now gives both of them.
That's crazy.
So let me guess. You think it is because you drank a lot of liquids, but in reality, you're gaining a lot of weight again, and that's the problem. Okay, it's not because...
What did I just see? He was growing shit on his fucking leg. He's fucking growing a terrarium, dude. Oh my god, I just got scarred.
Your body retaining fluid. Your leg is swollen because you're getting a lot of weight. So
my
it's getting bigger and worse. And you two are delusional if you think that you can give me the same story again and you think I'm gonna believe you.
Bro, this video, they need to show more like what happened afterwards, dude. I want to know, gang. Damn, bro. But these are fucking... The craziest one, I don't think it's the enabling wife or anything. I think it's the one where you can't fit into a car and where you have to buy multiple tickets for a plane. That is crazy. But like, you know what'd be crazier? If that woman couldn't take flight because she was so heavy. But that's pretty hard. But that's fucking crazy, dude. This whole video, bro, they need to get help bad, bro. Especially with the enabling wife. That's impossible. Alright, so these are apparently the fattest meals people have eaten on 600-pound life.
Mashed potatoes. I can eat a whole bag of chips if I don't pay.
Oh my god, I thought I just got flashed. Holy shit, scared the shit
If
out
you're
of me.
looking for new dinner ideas to freshen up your plate, then you should not watch My 600-Pound Life. We here at Plot Twist have released quite a few videos on the wildest meals featured on the show, but there are just so many to choose from that we have to make another video. Today we'll be focusing on the craziest meals we saw in season 3, so subscribe if you haven't already, click that bell, and let's dive right in.
Can I have something from the sweet bin?
Let's kick things off with Laura, an overweight woman with a bit of a sweet tooth. Earlier in the episode, we see her ask her husband Joey for a little laundry basket worth of sweets.
My mom doesn't know about this.
Some of the things I do for her may not be good for her, like the sweets and other stuff, but she means the world to me.
If she means the world to you, you wouldn't be actively killing her.
She keeps this basket.
Second off, have you looked at the bed? Her bed is almost breaking.
It's hidden from her mother,
tilted.
and Joey knows that he shouldn't be indulging.
Look at this. It's tilted. It's synced in. It's gonna break.
In this behavior, but he just can't say no to the woman he loves.
Nana, I want a pink cupcake.
Those are good.
Oh my god.
Later, Laura's fixation for sweets strikes again at the local supermarket.
Some good stuff right there.
I have never seen somebody.
That's like heaven over there.
You gotta stop,
the
dude.
bakery, Joey picks on an entire tray of assorted pastries and brings it back to the cart.
And the whites.
The grandpa was shocked.
The dedos. Are you gonna eat them with me? Because that's just enough for me.
Laura makes sure that it's loaded to the max capacity and then asks if he's planning on eating some of that with her because she wants it all for herself.
Oh my god, my favorite candy.
You can barely fit in this aisle, man.
I know I shouldn't get it, but I keep getting it, and I'm like, oh my god, I want that, I want that. I'll go look for a bakery.
You need to stop eating candies.
Laura admits that sweets are her biggest weakness and even said that she'd rather go to a bakery than a drive-thru. Of course, just because Laura prefers sweets doesn't mean she won't enjoy a good meal.
I have a big family, and we all love to eat.
Ew.
And I just can't stop.
My biggest fear is that she doesn't get help and she gives up on herself.
Later on in the episode, the family goes out for dinner, and you can see Laura
Oh, wait.
So the family goes out for dinner, and you can see Laura has more than her fair share. From the looks of things, she's ordered 2 full trays of fried food just for herself, and she eats.
Yo, you gotta stop. There's this thing around your nose. I don't know what it's called, but this is for patients, dude. You need to stop. This wheelchair is crying for help.
Eats all of it.
Oh my god.
Then, to top things all off, her niece brings her a pretty large ice cream cone for dessert.
After Andrew was born, Angel went into a postpartum depression. Angel just stopped getting out the bed. She just stopped living.
Next on the list is Angel, a 42-year-old woman from Texas that lives with her boyfriend Donnie.
Angel doesn't realize how much she eats a day. I don't know exactly what the calories are, but it's a lot. If I could put it in pounds, I would say
Patrick Ewing!
10, 12 pounds a day.
Angel's pretty much bedridden, which means that Donnie makes her meals, and he doesn't believe Angel's aware of just how much she eats. We could see that in action because just look at how much she eats for breakfast. Donnie makes a lot of sausage biscuits, and Angel goes through all of them like it's nothing.
I live with my grandparents to take care of my grandmother. She depends on me, and I need to be there for her.
Most of the guests on this show have caretakers in some sense, but Shay Bucks.
First of all, if you're there for your grandma, wait, let me move this. If you're there for your grandma, you should be taking care of yourself first, because how can you take care of somebody else when you can't even take care of yourself?
That trend by being the primary taker for his grandparents.
So you feel like breakfast?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry.
One of his duties includes cooking breakfast, and it's...
Oh my god. She is wider than the chair.
Clear that he's not doing himself or his grandparents too many favors with the type of food he selects.
I'm hungry. I don't know why I woke up so hungry today. As far back as I can remember, food has always been there for me.
Just look at how much oil he uses to make the bacon and the rest of the fried breakfast food.
My weight definitely makes
Wait,
me
is this guy...
People are very cruel.
Later on, he goes to the store to get food for the family.
This is my favorite
section. This is a guy?
As you might expect, the food pyramid is not represented too well.
I'd love to shop more, but my feet are starting to hurt and I'm getting the hurt sweats. I can't be on my feet for too long. I get what I can.
Wait, is this a guy? Because the narrator keeps saying he, so I'm not sure.
And I go home until I eat and the cravings come back, and then I go get some more.
As he checks out, we can see that he's brought 2 liters of soda and plenty of sweets and breads.
But then I have to cook dinner, so I do it sitting down. I'm gonna cook some fish for supper.
Once he gets back home, he now has to cook dinner for everyone, and surprise, surprise, he goes with more fried food and what appears to be some...
You don't need fried food for it to be taste good. You can do other stuff, grilled or some steam. Like, there's so many other things. You don't have to fry it.
Some kind of cheesy potato side.
Fry has the most fat.
Do something with my life. I shouldn't be living like this.
First of all, you don't change. You don't try to change. You say you want to change your life, but you don't. So that's just stupid.
To top it all off, Shay finishes his day by getting a few scoops of ice cream for dessert.
Oh my god, your belly is big as hell.
My grandma suffered a heart attack and there was nothing anybody could do about it. I just can't believe she's gone.
Tragically, midway through the episode, Shay's grandmother suffered a fatal heart attack. It's clear that his grandmother meant a lot to Shay, and he had to mention many times throughout the episode that she was his biggest supporter.
All right, let's see. You did great with your weight loss. I feel...
That's it? Her grandma? We literally saw her grandma alive like 2 seconds ago. What? Her grandma just died just like that?
Like you're ready for surgery.
I don't want to end this part of the video on a sad note, so I'll tell you that after a short relapse, he did eventually get the weight loss surgery and even managed to reconnect with his mother and find forgiveness for his poor upbringing.
Joe, can you bring me a towel?
Oh my god. I mean, okay,
Joe
at least we
is
know we have a happy
child.
ending.
He's always taken care of Pauline since I can remember.
This is gone too far. If you had to get this stage, you have gone too far. You should have started losing weight way before you got here. But I understand it's probably some like circumstances, like mental stuff.
One of the worst things ever.
Pauline Potter is a 50-year-old woman from California that lives with her 21-year-old son, Dylan. Dylan takes care of...
As a parent, you should never want your kid to take care of you like this stage. You would want the best. You're technically hindering your kids' growth in their future or their work because they have to take care of you 24/7. He could be getting that bag. He could be chasing his dreams or whatever. But your selfishness, your lack of motivation to change your life cause this kid to
and that starts
slow
off
down his life
breakfast
for
in
you.
the morning.
Hey, Dill. Go
Oh my god, you're in a hospital bed. You are selfish.
I love my mom, but since she's this heavy, whatever I'm doing, I have to stop and just take care of her and help her.
Pauline asks for Dylan to bring her some food, and he returns a short while later with takeout. Based on what the footage shows, the food is nothing too extraordinary, just your typical sausage and eggs.
Okay.
And the portioning doesn't...
Yeah, but these are for McDonald's, right? I'm assuming, because I've eaten McDonald's my share to know it's a McDonald's plate.
Seem too bad.
Come on, Dilly. You have tamales today? Yeah. Okay, good. 4 pork, please.
However, the two then go to the supermarket, and the second Pauline enters, she asks for a pork tamale.
See these tongs, honey? What I want you to do is I want you to use the tongs and take the top one off and get me the bottom.
Okay, I know the kid is helping his mom, but to really help her, he should not listen to her when she asks for these sugary, diabetic ass cakes. You should go, if she asks for this, get her an apple. Apple has a lot of sugar. Well, not like good sugar that can help you compared to these bitch ass cakes that have like added sugar and that can kill you. I'm thinking that she don't have diabetes or something, but damn.
Underneath because it'll be fresher. The smell, the taste, the texture. There is just something about it that excites me.
Later on in the store, she asks Dylan to pick out some pastries, and the two enjoy their unhealthy meal before even leaving the supermarket.
I've sat here and prayed for something.
Take away the ice cream.
My life, and I don't know what will.
You're making an ice cream milkshake while eating ice cream? Hearing it and seeing it gives me diabetes, dude. You want sugar? Eat some tangerines. Tangerines have like is very sweet and kind of healthier than this. You want sugar bomb, like little sugar bombs that are also good. Grapes are very good. It helped me lose a lot of weight when I wanted to like drink soda. And if you want to drink soda, drink sparkling water because the buzz kind of replaces it, even though it doesn't have the sweetness, but it helps. Stop drinking this. This has like 1,000 calories. Oh my god, looking at it is hurting me.
I feel like I've done enough damage to him that would be the final straw.
When they get back home,
Yeah,
Pauline
true.
decides
You fucked
to
up
have
your
some
son.
ice cream.
You're slowing
and
it down
good Lord,
as we
look
speak.
how big that bowl is. For good measure, though, she downs all that ice cream with a homemade chocolate milkshake. Like that.
That's like 1,300 calories right there. That is literally half your caloric intake a day. What are you doing? Go walk. I mean, I'm assuming you can't walk because you're in a wheelchair, but Jesus Christ. Your son, I know he's probably young, right? He's like 21. He should stop you. He should really stop you. If he sees you eating like this, take it away and throw it.
That was necessary.
My husband Josh has to help me take a shower and wipe my butt when I use the bathroom.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Because of my weight. He has to be
Oh my god, I thought I just got flashed.
It makes me feel so guilty.
What the
Betty
fuck
Jo
is
is
this
a
position?
24-year-old that lives with her husband and de facto caretaker Josh, but also receives periodic visits from her cousin Billy Joe.
I don't even see people
Hey, how you doing?
unless they come to visit me.
What are we having for breakfast?
Chicken strips, mac and cheese, and applesauce.
Is it resting?
That dog was resting on her.
Billy Joe comes over one morning asking what she wants for breakfast, and
Billy
Betty
Joel,
Jo
that
gives
sounds
an
familiar.
answer I wouldn't expect to hear early in the morning. Dinner maybe, but definitely not breakfast.
I think Josh sometimes is an enabler for Betty Jo because he does bring the food to her. I don't think he's helping her at all. I've had
What was that, mustard?
conversations with Betty Jo and basically told her that if she didn't change, she was gonna die at her side. I've tried to encourage her, but until she wants to make that change and she gets the help she needs, I don't think.
This woman's good, but I just saw the son put like a spatula full of mayonnaise and ketchup.
I think that she's gonna get better.
Billy Joe does try to look out for Betty Jo and stop her from eating so much, but it's to no avail.
I want to have some freedom again. My weight is keeping me from that. I hate going out in public pretty much all the time because I can't stand people's reactions.
With Billy Joe gone after breakfast, Josh and Betty Jo head to the supermarket to load up on food.
Stop. Okay, if you hate people's reactions, you should, do something about it. Because I feel like in middle school when you're fat, like I was bullied in middle school because I was fat, and that actually motivated me to lose weight because I wanted change so bad. But like she don't want it. She's just she doesn't like the supermarket because of the attention. But when she goes home, she's like doesn't care.
I feel judged. Mr. Pizza.
Okay, this is a hot take. You should get bullied in high school if you're like fat.
Likes food. I mean,
just to
everybody
motivate to
likes
lose
food,
weight.
but she really likes food.
Right away, we see Betty ask for more mac and cheese,
shoot your
big
school,
bags
but
of chips, and a whole lot more.
I know I do bring a lot of this food into the house. Is keeping Betty Jo the way she is. I know I'm helping kill her. You can just see her life.
What
fading.
is this cut? When they get home, Josh is unloading the groceries while Betty Jo eats a mozzarella stick with dipping sauce. And once that's done, Josh gives his wife a Tupperware container full of sugary breakfast cereal, presumably because that much cereal would not have fit in a bowl.
I don't want her to die on me, but my big...
You don't want her to die on you? You're literally killing her right now. You're actively killing her.
biggest fear is if she loses this weight, that she's not gonna need me no more.
Josh admits
you evil bitch. You evil fucking bitch. You don't want to help her because you're afraid she's gonna leave you? She's gonna leave you one way or the other. Either dying or losing weight. Which one you want?
To enabling her bad behavior, but he says he's afraid if she loses all the weight, she won't need him anymore. Josh, on behalf of everyone
can't you
in the
at least
world,
help her lose
you're
a little
the
bit
worst.
until she can walk?